In today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to format lists using a recipe for peanut butter brownies. Before we continue with our activity, can you please set up your desktop the way that you see mine here? In one window on the left-hand side, you should have this video tutorial open on the assignment page. And in the window on the right, you should have your drive. Please pause this tutorial and set up your desktop the way that you see mine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this assignment. Now, underneath this video tutorial, I want to show you the things that you are going to find. First of all, we have our what do I need to learn. So if you read this quietly to yourself, you can see the things that we're going to be learning with this activity. The questions that we're going to be answering ourselves through this process. Why do you need to learn it? So that you have a better understanding of why we are doing this at all. You can find that information here. And how will I know that I have learned it? So again, you're going to be using a bulleted and numbered list to create a recipe. With this activity, we're going to be learning the skills that you see listed here. We're going to name our document, what you see here. And we're going to download our document as a PDF to submit through Canvas. Underneath all of that information, you can find the text that we're going to copy into our document so that you don't have to try to watch what I'm doing in the video. You can pause the video and come down here and type the information that you see here. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the top to our video tutorial. And in my drive, in the window on the right-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and double-click my Intro to Computers folder. And I'm going to double-click my Docs folder. Okay, so you can see that I've started naming my documents the way that you see here. Let's go ahead and open up a new document. So I'm going to go ahead and click the New button, and then New Google Doc. At the top where it says Untitled Document, we're going to name this L2.2. So L2.2 Peanut Butter Brownies. And then when I hit Return, you can see that it has already been saved. Okay. So again, this document should be in my Docs folder. If I click on the Move button, it will show me that its current location is my Docs folder. If your document is not saved in the correct location, please pause this tutorial and move it to where it needs to go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel and continue. So I'm going to scroll down to where the text to copy is. And I'm going to go ahead and start typing the text information exactly as I see here. Now, in the last assignment, I told you that you're going to continue to type all the way to the end of the page when we're typing a paragraph. In this case, we're not typing a paragraph, we're typing listed information. So where it stops, that is where we are going to stop as well. So I can see that it goes from preheat oven to baking pan and then goes to the next line. So I'm going to make sure that I hit return after this period to go to the next line. And I'm creating a list here. So in a medium bowl, it tells me all the things that I need to put into that medium bowl. Brown sugar is one object. So I want to make sure that I'm typing that entire object's name. Okay. And then after this period is where I'm going to hit return again. And we have when we're going to bake it. And then if I hit return one more time, I'm going to hit where it goes to cooling and cutting it into squares. So this is a little different than what we did in the last assignment because we are creating a list of directions. So we want to make sure that in this case, because it's not a paragraph and it's a list, that we go to the next line where it shows that we go to the next line. I'm going to go over to my document and I'm going to start typing exactly what I see here, exactly how I see it. So where it goes to the next line for my list of ingredients, I'm going to do the same thing. So peanut butter brownies, return, ingredients, return, half cup, half, and you can see it automatically changes it to half for me. I'm going to go ahead and leave it that way. Cup peanut butter, return. 1/3. Again, it changed it for me. I'm going to leave it. Cup margarine, comma, softened. So I'm going to continue with my list of ingredients. I'm going to pause the tutorial. Go ahead and pause this tutorial with me and return after you've typed the word salt. So after you've typed the word salt here, return to this tutorial. So just like me, you should have stopped after the word salt. Now I can see that I need one extra line here of space. So I'm going to hit the return button 2 times. And then I'm going to type the word directions. This over here. Directions. I'm going to hit return. Now again, where I see this period, I'm going to hit return. This one I'm going to type all the way down to the word blended and then hit return. Here I'm going to go for the word bake all the way to the end of the line and then hit return. This is the case where we're making a bulleted list, so I need to hit return where I see that this is also hit return. Okay, so preheat oven. Period. Grease a 9x9. So I'm at the end of the line. I'm going to do period and then return. I'm going to keep typing. It's going to take me to the next line exactly how I want it to go. So it's brown sugar, white sugar, eggs, and vanilla. And then I have a semicolon, which is next to the letter L on my keyboard. Mix until fluffy. My direction continues, so I'm going to continue. Now again, it stops, so I'm going to go to the next line. Okay, I'm going to go to the next line. And then stop. So if you have not finished typing, please pause this tutorial, finish typing, and then come back and join us after you're done with the directions. So now that we've typed all of the directions, we're going to go back and edit our information. So the way that I edit my information is how you should edit yours as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go up to the top. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the spacing. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the word ingredient. So I'm going to click and drag my mouse and I'm going to select the list of ingredients. So just that much. Again, starting at the word ingredients, click and drag my mouse to the word salt and then stop. Now I'm going to find line spacing. I know that I don't see it here, so I'm going to have to click on my More button, and I'm going to look for the line spacing. Okay, I'm going to click that, and I want to change this line spacing to 1.5 or 1.5. Okay, so again, this is just the list of ingredients. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a bulleted list. So what we're going to do is again, select just the ingredients this time, not the heading, just the ingredients. So again, we're not selecting the heading, just the ingredients. And we're going to go to our bulleted list icon, which is again under my More. Okay. Now we're going to do a numbered list, and because these are directions, steps that we have to follow, we're going to number them. Okay, so we're going to number just the steps. Obviously, we don't want to number the heading directions, so I'm going to click and drag my mouse for just the steps that I've typed under the directions, and then I'm going to go to my numbered list. I'm going to make that a numbered list. While these are still highlighted, so if I've accidentally unhighlighted them, I'm going to highlight from preheat down to squares. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the line spacing menu again. And we're going to add a space after the list item. Okay, now if you've got more than 4 directions, then you've missed a step that you were supposed to follow. You've added too many directions. So what you'll need to do is make sure that you don't have, like for example, in a medium bold, should all be together as one. Okay, so please make sure you should only have 4 steps. If you have more than 4 steps, I will return the document to you to fix. Okay. So now we're going to go up to our peanut butter brownies. And we're going to highlight the heading of our recipe. And we're going to go to alignment and we're going to center align. Now this is a common problem that I see with students throughout the year, whether in the beginning or advanced. You need to use the alignment key to center align text where you're required to do so, like for a title of a document or something. You do not use the space bar. You do not use the tab key. When you're center aligning, you make sure you use the center align button. Okay, so that is how you do that. So just again to show you, select the text that you want to center align, and then go to the align button and center align it. Okay. While it's highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bold it. So on my keyboard, Command B or CMD B to make it bold. Okay. And we're going to change the size of it to 18. Okay. We're also going to bold the word ingredients, Command B, and the word directions, Command B. Okay. So now the next thing that we're going to do is find the word count of our document. And the word count just tells us the number of words that we've used in our document. So if I go to the word tools and I click on the word count, Okay, now I want you to show me that you've actually learned how to do the word count. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of this. So on my keyboard, I'm going to hold Shift, Command, and then number 4. And I'm going to take a screenshot of my word count menu. Okay. Once that disappears, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I didn't look and see what my word count was, so I need to do that again. So tools, word count. I need that number, so I need the word count of 117. Go ahead and click OK. Now, at the end of my last direction, so my cursor is at the end of the last direction. I'm going to hit the Enter key, and then I'm going to click the numbered list icon to get rid of that number 5. So just to show you again, my key cursor is at the end of step number 4. I'm going to hit return, and then I'm going to hit the numbered list again to turn off the numbered list. Okay. I'm going to type word count, and I'm going to put the number of words that I saw on my word count image. Okay. And that was 117. Now we want to make sure that we put this on the right side. So I'm going to go to the align button, and I'm going to right align. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to underline that. So I'm going to click and drag my mouse, and I'm going to underline it. Okay. So I want to just show you real quick how to select all of the text into this, because we're going to change all of the text font. So I can, on my keyboard, hold the command and the letter A, and it will select all of it. The other thing that I can do is go to edit, and I can select all here as well. Okay, so again, either command A or go to edit and select all. Okay. So while all of the text is selected, we're going to go ahead and change the font. We want to change it to a font called Georgia, and it's not here, so I'm going to go to more fonts, and I'm going to type in Georgia. And either one of these are fine, even though it say just Georgia, we're going to use these. So I'm going to use Noto Serif Georgian and hit OK. And I've changed that font. Now, remember, we still have that picture of our word count. So I'm going to go ahead and go after the number 17, and I'm going to hit the return button. I'm going to undo the underline. So I did that by clicking on the button again. And I'm going to go to left align. So now my cursor is back on the left-hand side. So let me show you that again. After the number 17, I'm going to hit return. I'm going to turn off underline, and I'm going to left align my cursor. I'm going to go to insert, image, upload from my computer. I'm going to go ahead and upload that screenshot. Now I want it to be only on one page, so let me say this again. I want it to be on one page. Everything should be on one page. If it's more than one page, I will send it back to you. So I'm going to click on the picture, and I'm going to resize it from the corner. Let me say it again, resize it from the corner until I get it to a size where it will fit on page 1. Now, if it's doing that, or it's super, super tiny, I may need to change the alignment of the picture. I'm going to put it behind the text, and now I'm on one page. Okay, so again, all I did was change the alignment of the image so that now it's behind the text. Okay, So let me show you that again. So I'm going to go to the left align, insert, image, upload. I'm going to find that screenshot and I'm going to open it. I'm going to resize it from the corner. And then I'm going to behind the text so that it fits. Okay? Because this shows me that you learned how to use that word count, how to find it. All right? So this is now ready to submit. So my directions are to submit it as a PDF. So File, Download, PDF. Okay. Move over to the assignment. And I'm going to submit it as a PDF. When I'm done submitting it, I need to make sure that I need to make sure that I throw away my screenshot and my peanut butter brownies. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the trash and empty my trash. I'm going to close this tab here. And I can save this since I created a folder for it. I can go ahead and put it there. So it's now in my Google folder in my 2023 files. And then I'm going to put this one in the trash as well and empty my trash again. So please make sure that your desktop is clear before you move on to the next assignment.